Welcome to Between The Cleats with Courtney and Tio on the Demon Seed Radio Network. Hello, Bryan.
Hello, what's going on?
We're just waiting for you. It's been a wonderful day over here. How are you on this wonderful Sunday? Excited for this evening?
I'm excited for this evening. I just woke up, so I'm not sure how I'm doing yet.
Rise and shine, baby.
Brian's in Washington, so he did. He did us a great favor by getting up early.
Well, thank you so much for waking up this early on a Sunday morning, babe.
You're very welcome.
Especially the week you've had so far. This is the busiest week of the year, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah, this is by far the busiest week of the year. We have been doing shows every single night, very late, getting up early, and getting ready for today when wrestling's going to be on the air for like 7 hours. Great.
I love it. So what's been your favorite show from this weekend in Orlando thus far?
Probably the Ring of Honor show. I watched the Ring of Honor show last night and the NXT show, and they were both really good, but I don't know. The Ring of Honor show, the ladder match at the end was awesome. There were so many good matches on that show. NXT was great, but I would have to say it was the Ring of Honor show.
The Ring of Honor show? Ooh, Tio, did you see that one?
No, I watched the NXT show last night. I don't have wasn't that a pay-per-view, Brian?
Yeah, it was an pay-per-view. They had the Hardys and the Young Bucks as the main event, and this ladder match and nearly killed each other. All those great stuff. It was good.
You broke the news this week that Jim Ross will be working part of Wrestlemania show tonight. Are you looking forward to hearing him?
I am. I'm happy for him because I'm sure you guys have talked about it, but his wife passed away in an accident a week ago.
God bless her.
Yeah, and I've gone to except for this year, I went to every WrestleMania since 2007. And Jim Ross has gone to a lot of the WrestleMania weekend events, and I always saw his wife there. And she was so nice.
Yes.
And so I was very sad to hear that she had passed away. I knew it was very hard on him. So the idea that he decided, I got to go to Mania anyway. He wanted to be surrounded by people. He wanted to do all of his shows. He wanted to work and try and get his mind off of it. And then he had the opportunity to do the Mania today. I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, and she'll be with him in spirit. You know, I believe that at least. And yeah, so are there any matches that you're looking forward to this evening that you're actually excited about?
I am strangely, it's kind of funny. I guess I'm excited for the John Cena, Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice match because
I am too.
Well, here's the thing. All the stuff they've done on TV has been awesome. It's been so great. But I'm not sure what's going to happen in the match because Maurice hasn't wrestled in 7 years. Nikki Bella's got a bad neck. John Cena and Miz are going to have to carry most of the match. I mean, the match may not be very good, but I think the thing that everybody is most excited for, if that's the right word, is the expectation that John Cena is going to propose to Nikki afterwards.
Yes.
Angle.
Yes.
Probably going to be the most, that may be the most memorable thing on the show other than Roman Reigns potentially beating The Undertaker in the main event.
You know, I'm a big fan of John Cena.
Oh, yeah? A lot of people are.
Yeah, I am. I really
Are you
am.
a big...
I'm a big fan of your Flavor Saver, too.
What about Roman Reigns?
Oh, yeah, he's okay, but I'm a big fan of your Flavor Saver.
My what?
Your Flavor Saver. Your goatee. Your beard. Did you shave it off?
I don't have a goatee, no.
You shaved your beard?
I never had. I had a little bit of a beard.
Okay,
but
that's what I was talking about.
Well, are you talking about my picture on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, darn it! You shaved it off?
And I shave it, I grow it, I shave my head, I grow my hair.
Well, I was just saying, I like it. Okay, what match will be on last? What do you think?
I think The Undertaker Roman Reigns is going on last.
You think so?
Yeah.
And what match will you be taking your breaks on?
taking my breaks.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like a bathroom break.
Or,
I'll tell you
a snack.
The breaks are going to be when they air 13 video packages that I've seen 5,000 times for all the matches on this show. That's when I'll take.
Have you ever heard of Trina Michaels before in the wrestling industry?
I have. I sure have. I've met her.
Yeah, she says hi.
Tell her hello.
She was just on the air. She's live in Orlando.
I know. Everyone's in Orlando except me this year.
It's okay. Are you a Seahawks fan by chance?
My buddy Vinny is a big Seahawks fan. I'm not as big a Seahawks fan. I know this is Between the Cleats. I can lie, but I watch so much wrestling. I don't watch a lot of football.
Okay, I was just curious since you reside in Washington State.
Yeah, my buddy Vinny actually had a podcast about the Seahawks.
I love the Seahawks. What is your podcast?
I got Wrestling Observer Live, Wrestling Observer Radio, Bryan and Vinny Show, Figure 4 Daily. Got about 4 or 5 of them, all at WrestlingObserver.com.
And I love your granny.
Oh, yes, Granny is also a regular on the show.
And what about...
Should have been on this show.
Why not?
Oh, gosh.
And so what state...
I used to write columns for Penthouse magazine about wrestling. And my granny would go to the 7-Eleven and buy a Penthouse every single month so she could read my articles.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of my grandma. I love my grandma too. We talk about her a lot on the show, but I'm excited about the next state you're going to for your little horror stories.
Vegas?
Your ghost adventures, that's the next place you're going?
In where? Vegas?
For your stories that you tell about like the states and the ghost stories.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Stories?
not sure where I'm going next. It's somewhere in the Midwest.
Oh, darn it. Well, let me know when you get to West Virginia.
West Virginia's coming pretty soon.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about it. There's a lot of things that are going on up there.
Sounds bad. I'll remember that.
So, Tio, he's a big fan of your show as well.
Yes, I used to be the ring announcer for Smoky Mountain Wrestling years ago.
Really? How about that?
Yeah, so if you go to WWE Network and like whenever the Thrill Seekers are debuting, you can see me do the ring announcing, things like that. So I'm really good friends with.
Lance on the show today?
He was.
Yeah, he was on the show. Had Dr. Tom Pritchard of the Heavenly Bodies.
Dream come true.
So, all people I know, and, know Jericho really well, too. But I was just wondering what you think of New Japan coming to do the shows in Southern California later on this year.
I think it's awesome. I think it's really weird because, like, if you look at everything at WrestleMania weekend, there were 1,000 different wrestling shows there. I mean, literally, I say 1,000, but for real, there were like 104 shows in like a 4-day period in Orlando from every different promotion.
Oh my!
They all did huge business. All these fans show up. They spent. I can't even tell you how much money they must have spent this weekend.
Oh my God!
I got New Japan coming here. I mean, it's a different kind of boom period from the 90s because it's a little bit less mainstream. Yes. But like, these hardcore fans will spend so much money on this. And it's right now it's awesome. Now a year from now when WWE tries to buy everybody up and steal all their talent, and I don't know what's going to happen next Mania weekend, but I think it's awesome they're coming here. I think it's a great product, and I think it's awesome they sold out almost immediately.
Oh yes, I really enjoy the fans, and we have a lot of the same fans in our industry that you guys have. So it's interesting watching them go back and forth, and they always bring pictures of everything they get signed and all the guys they meet there, and the divas or whatever. Do you miss attending the signings?
Call into this show actually. They call in all the time.
Yes. Do you miss attending the signings, or do you still go to signings and stuff?
I didn't go this year, obviously, because I wasn't there, but I went last year. I don't really get a lot of stuff signed, but I like going because, it's hard to imagine all of the people that you can see in one place. Like, it's easy. I mean, you got these guys that are, like, in their 60s and 70s. You got these guys that are stars today, all mingling together at the same place, signing all these autographs. It's nuts.
I love it. Well, Tia, do you have any more questions for Bryan?
Yes, I do. Brian, I know you said you would never have Meltzer on with your granny, but I love Dave. I actually met Dave. He came to Smoky Mountain Wrestling Week, and I met him at a wrestling show, and I just really love Dave. And he's just so knowledgeable. He's like an encyclopedia. He can just spit out all these facts for you. How's it working with Dave Meltzer?
It's awesome. I was watching the Hall of Fame, and I can't remember. I think it may have been Beth Phoenix said, "I want to give a shout out to Tommy Dreamer. There's nobody that loves wrestling as much as Tommy Dreamer." And I was like, let me tell you something. There's nobody that loves wrestling like Dave Meltzer. I mean, there's nobody. This guy, he seriously works like over 100 hours a week on professional wrestling. And he would work more if he didn't have to eat and sleep. And you want to talk about why guy's knowledgeable? I've never met anybody that loves wrestling more than Dave Meltzer. I don't even know if such a person could even exist. Maybe Vince McMahon, I guess. Maybe. But I don't know.
I used to get the Observer years ago. Of course, I had a little ventured interest in it because I used to, be in wrestling. But, I mean, just the work he would put in back then, and to make the copies of it and mail it out. Now it's online, but I can't imagine all the time he's put into doing the Observer over the years.
I can tell you this, that there are personal situations that Dave has dealt with that we don't talk about on the air, and nobody knows about him. And, there's no way this guy should have got an Observer done this week. But he did. He always gets the Observer done no matter what happens in this world. And it's usually 40,000 words that he writes every single week. And he watches everything. He doesn't even have people contribute for him. He does it all by himself. It's crazy.
That's commitment.
So, Brian, tell us about your website and how people can get a subscription to read all the great things y'all do.
Yes.
Well, you just head to WrestlingObserver.com, and everything that you need is up there. It's WrestlingObserver.com. The easiest thing to do is, if you scroll onto the right-hand side of the page, we've got links to Wrestling Observer Live, which we do free every day. It's an hour-long radio show. Mm-hmm. We're going to have one this afternoon on Sports Byline. You can listen live on the WrestlingObserver.com website, SportsByline.com. And if you love it, you can very easily sign up. And we got 8,000 shows in the archives. We got thousands of newsletters, The Observer, Figure 4 Weekly. There's a message board if you dare. There's all sorts of great stuff.
If you dare.
That's right. If you dare.
And what's your Twitter?
At Bryan Alvarez.
Yes.
And be sure to get Brian's best-selling T-shirt. It's can you tell him about your T-shirt?
I actually do have a -5 stars shirt that we made. Started a store, and I thought I'd do one shirt that will actually sell. And sure enough, it sold a ton of shirts, and you can check it out by going to f4wonline.com or wrestlingobserver.com and clicking that link. And you can grab Death of WCW at amazon.com. I wrote the book, and I did the audio book, so if you want to read about the rise and fall of WCW, that's the book for you.
I need to add that to my wish list, Tio.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for being on today's show, Brian. We appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful WrestleMania.
Well, thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.